If you're interested in trading gold, but you find it a little bit challenging in order to understand, then you are in the right place, because this week we're going to talk about how gold can potentially move and how you can possibly capitalize on some of those movements. We're going to talk about my entry, my exit, and my profit zones for this particular market. And as you can see here on the screen, this was the game plan for last week. The buys for the most part played out, and there were so many opportunities to take advantage of. So we're going to do the exact same thing this week, and possibly you could catch some of those moves as well. So let's just go ahead and jump right into the charts. As you can see, I took 2 trades this week on gold. This was obviously the best move. I was trying to catch it here, but just really couldn't break away from work and to be able to catch that trade. But I did catch this one in Asian session, and obviously this was about 378 points or pips, depending on if you trade XAUUSD or gold futures. And also I got this other trade right here, closed out for about 50 points or pips, and as you can see, price started to retrace, and thankfully I got out and was able to collect at least a smaller amount of money, even though I didn't get my full take profit target matched here. So anyway, so let's just go ahead and clear everything. We are going to remove all of our drawings, and then we're going to start on the weekly time frame as usual. So let's just go ahead and zoom in. As we can see, we do have this really strong bearish candle from the previous week. This week did come back and did push bullish. It didn't quite break the previous high, so it's pretty much right in the middle. So essentially price can do almost anything, but of course we're going to have a more detailed plan for this particular market for this upcoming week. If you're tired of being lost in the charts, not knowing when to enter or when to exit, and you've been trying to do it all on your own, then the Profitable Traders Academy is going to be the best thing you could possibly do for yourself and for your trading. Inside of the Profitable Traders Academy, you get the exact steps to learn how to trade profitably. In 3 days, the price goes up, and the program will be an annual program, and we will continue to increase the price every single month until we get to $2,500. We are increasing the value of the program as well, giving you more access to me and more trading setups in order to help you trade successfully and profitably, no matter which market you are trading. For a very limited time, you don't have to guess whether or not this community is for you, because we are offering a 7-day money-back guarantee trial, and we are only offering it during this time. So if you see this in 2 weeks, a month, you probably won't get that option inside of this community. I'm only offering it for people at this moment, people who take action. Since we're offering such an amazing deal for the next 3 days, go ahead and check out the description box below, click on the link and sign up, and I'll see you there. So starting with the top, I'm going to draw actually a box right at the top, and let me change the color, yellow. I'm also going to take this box and clone it, and then I'm going to place a level right here. So the first level was pretty much at the top, and take the average of these 2 wicks. We're basically sitting at 29.52, and then the bottom here, this level is at 28.53. Let's go ahead and go down to the daily time frame. Okay, now we can see a bit more detail with what's happening with these candles. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move this level up. Now it's sitting at 29.55. So I just moved this level up, and now if we look at this, this is sitting at 29.55, almost 29.56, and this level is still looking good. However, I think I want to move it down just a little bit because we do have a support here. This is sitting at 28.51, really close to 28.50. Let's go down to H4. All right, so now we can see that this has a little bit more definition. So the top looks good, and I'm going to move this level down here. This is now sitting at 28.29, and as you can probably see, we do have some more market structure down here that we are going to draw some levels on. So I'm going to clone this level. And then the next level that I'm seeing is about here at 27.31. And that is looking good to me so far here in the H4 time frame. Hopefully price doesn't move down this far, but of course with it being gold, anything could happen. So I definitely want to mark off some other zones in case price does come to these levels. So this is looking good here on the H4. Okay, so let's go ahead and go down to the H2 time frame. So if we go to the top, the only thing I'm going to change is basically the thickness of this line that I drew. So nothing is changing. We're staying at the very top. and it's sitting at the same level roughly. And then this is still looking good right here, and then this level that we drew on the last time frame is still looking good as well. So one of the things that I want to mark off is another level here on H2, mainly because we have this consolidation. And if you traded this past week, then you remember sitting through this up and down motion on the gold market. So what I'm going to do is actually find the line of best fit. It's going to be about here, and this is sitting at currently at 28, let's just say 98, 95. That's really close to that. Let me make sure that's right. No, it's actually 28.97. That's going to be a little bit more precise. And then, oops, if we take this level and we clone it, and I'm just going to basically put a box around this. So looking at the average of these wicks at the top, this is sitting at roughly 29.27, and I really like the way that looks, because now we have some tradable zones. If you wanted to extend these levels out for whatever reason, then you could definitely do that. And then basically just look and see what it hits. I'm cool with just these boxes, but we're going to extend it just for these purposes inside of this video. Okay, this is looking good, really good. Now I'm going to just clean this up just a little bit. So since this is more so recent price action over here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure that my line is sitting above the candles. So I'm just going to move this up just a little bit. So now this average is roughly 29.27. And then this right here, it is touching a lot of these wicks. So I'm just going to keep it right here actually at 28.95. So that's looking really good to me. And then as far as other levels, let me make sure that I have enough range here. At 600, we need to break that up. And then this right here, almost 300, that is perfect. And this is probably about the same. So let's go ahead and find another level to mark off here. And one level that I'm seeing that's super obvious to me is right about here. Okay, and this level is roughly sitting at 28.64, mainly because we have a rejection here. We also have a support here, so I am going to align this more so closer to the support. So let me just move this level right about there. So now it's at 28.62 roughly. That's looking good. So now we got another tradable zone, and I want to create another zone within here. All right, so the first level I see is right here. This is at 28.12, 28.11 roughly, and then there's another level inside of here that I want to mark off, and it's going to be here roughly at 27.74, pretty much 73 if you want to get a little bit more precise. And I think these levels are looking really good. We have more than enough tradable zones. So let's go down to H1 before we get into our game plan for the upcoming week. Just really want to make sure these are precise, because this is going to be the key in terms of figuring out where to take trades from. Starting at the top, this looks good. This looks good, not changing anything there. The only thing I want to change here is just move this down just a little bit. So now this average is sitting at 28.93. And this level, still looking good, still looking good. Going over here, looks great, looks amazing. And nothing to change here. Okay, cool. So now that we have our levels for this upcoming week, it's time to come up with our game plan. So the first thing I'm going to do, once again, is take a measurement and just make sure I have enough range. So this is now roughly 357 pips inside of XAUUSD. So I want to get a little bit more precise in my levels. So let me go ahead and make this bigger. All right, so essentially this is a big consolidation zone, and there are one to two different things that you can do here. You can either try to find a trade inside of this consolidation zone. I did do that throughout this week, and I did have some success, which is great. However, some of these areas were just way too choppy to try to find a trade from. So there's one or two things. So the first thing is basically to find a level inside of here. So right now I'm seeing this level here, this level at 29.04 as a potential support area. And then depending on what happens here, then you could possibly take a trade up. This is something that I will be looking for. So pretty much if it comes back to here, possibly target up here. And this is 233 points or pips inside of the market. And one other idea is basically waiting for price to come back to this key level, this is my preference to take a buy from, because as you can see, price did push up from this level in the past. And then the second thing, I am building another community on School called the Consistent Profitable Traders. This is a group that is free to join. Basically, I envision having conversations about price action trading, and I do have some things in the classroom here. There will be more educational resources inside of the classroom very soon. And every month, I will have a monthly call where I'll answer questions that you may have about trading profitably. So go ahead and check out Consistent Profitable Traders on School. The link will be in the description box below. So let me do this. And then another thing is basically just waiting to see if the market can push up further above all of this consolidation. So essentially above this level of 29.28. That's another trading idea for buys. Of course, on the downside, below this key level right here, this could be an opportunity for a short, but basically just looking to the left and just seeing if it will be even worth it to take the trade. At this point, let me see about here. So, yeah, this is not really worth it to me, to be honest. Not at all. But depending on your strategy and how you trade, this could be a good trading opportunity. Since I'm a swing trader, it's not really a good opportunity for me to do that, so I won't. But anyway, I'll be looking more for buys above this level, like I said before, targeting this other key level right here at 29.56. And then on the downside, basically, this could be a short idea. This is 123 pips, 115 pips inside of this market. And then this other zone right here could be another trading idea to the downside of 192 pips inside of this market. So that's pretty cool in terms of ideas for shorts. And then, of course, continuing that down, this range I like a lot more. This is about 300 pips inside of this market, maybe stopping right here based on market structure. So 182 pips inside of this market. So let me just mark this off using a horizontal ray. So that, I really like that trading idea for sure. So anyway, so these are pretty much some of the ideas that I have for the gold market for this upcoming week. If you found this helpful, then go ahead and like and subscribe to this channel in order to get more content like this. I am doing these videos completely for free. These are things that people typically pay for. So go ahead and support the channel by liking and then commenting below what you liked about this video, so that way I can continue to make more videos like this. I'll see you next time.